What's up, y'all? Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Alexis Nicole, and this is my first YouTube video. This is just a get to know me. This is a Q&A. This is a what do I want to know about Alexis? What is Alexis gonna be giving us? What is she gonna be talking about her YouTube channel? I'm gonna be telling y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all right here in this video. I'm gonna lay it all out right here. So I am Alexis Nicole Scott, and I am from Tallahassee, Florida, and I go to the illustrious Clark Atlanta University. I am a rising sophomore political science major, minoring in theater arts, and I am a student athlete. I play softball. So a lot of these questions are going to be Clark Atlanta related, and that's fine, but I'm gonna just tell y'all about myself, just add in some things that wasn't asked along the way. So we're gonna hop right into these questions. So the first question that I'm gonna answer is, what made you want to start a YouTube? Y'all, I have a lot to talk about. Let me tell y'all something. I just know all of my friends, when I be talking to them, they like, oh my goodness, will she ever be quiet? But I just have a lot to say. I have a lot to talk about. It's a lot. My mind goes 100 miles per hour. And I feel like I can't really get everything that I want to talk about out in one post on Instagram or one tweet on Twitter. I can't get all of that out. And I feel like people might want to actually hear what I have to say. Actually, I take it back. Not might. People will want to hear what I have to say. Once I've said it, I feel like, it's gonna click. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. So yeah, in all seriousness, I started a YouTube channel to really just show y'all my life, give y'all insight into what I like to do, what I do on a day-to-day basis, what I like to wear. It's gonna be a lot of fashion, a lot of vlogs, a lot of get ready with me videos, a lot of advice videos, especially for students who might be in IB, because I did not mention that I was in the IB program at Recruits High School and in Tallahassee, Florida. And listen, that program is nothing to play with. Got nothing to play with. But if you're in it, I love to do advice videos about that, advice about freshman year, being a freshman, being a student athlete. So, but yeah, I think I answered this next question with the first question. The next question was, what videos will I be filming? So yeah, vlogs, get ready with me videos, advice videos, fashion, school, style, music, you name it. A lot of it will be, it's going to be a plethora of things. It's going to be a variety of things that I will be posting content about. A lot of it might be school related, but it will be a variety. It'll be different things. So yeah. The next question, why did you go to Clark? Why did I go to the illustrious Clark Atlanta University? So I'm gonna give y'all a little insight to why I went to Clark Atlanta University. So last year was the time that I was trying to decide where I was going to school. I decided, I guess you could say late compared to when everybody else decided. I didn't know where I was going to school until July. Late June, early July. I signed my NLI in July 4th. So yeah, really pretty late to try and decide where you want to go to college, being that college, the fall semester starts in August. So I had a lot of options. I got into a lot of schools, University of Tennessee, Knoxville, Grambling, Clark Atlanta, of course. Yeah. So I got into different schools. I applied really anywhere, because my dad, he told me that basically the more that you apply, the more schools that you apply to, the higher your chances are of getting into school. So makes sense to me. And I was accepted into, I want to say 15 or 16 schools, and I applied to like 22 or 25. When the protests broke out, number one, I attended multiple protests here in Tallahassee. And one thing that I was looking at when I was deciding what school I wanted to go to was how were all of these schools that I was even considering. Because at the time, I was considering Florida Atlantic University, I was considering University of Tennessee at Knoxville, and I was considering Clark Atlanta. And during that time, I was like, okay, let me look at their Instagram stories. Let me look at their websites to see how they're responding to this was a humanitarian crisis. I don't care what nobody say. We're still in it, but we can get into that in another video. But I want to see how they're responding to it, how they're going to cater to Black students and their needs, especially at PWIs. So I was doing my own research. I looked, and they wasn't really giving me anything to reassure me that I was going to be comfortable at those schools. There was nothing in my spirit that was telling me, yeah, like, you should go here, you'll be okay. And I'm not saying that I wouldn't be okay there, but from at that time, and from looking at their diversity pages and their Instagrams, because, you know, a lot of the schools were posting Black Lives Matter, I wasn't seeing that. And I was like, well, Clark Atlanta is a HBCU. So I'm looking at their page. They posting students protesting. I'm like, oh yeah, this is right up my alley right here. Like, I know I'll be comfortable here. I already know. So that was my one like sign that I need to go there. The second one was me being recruited, and, you know, me being asked to play softball there. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm being asked to play here. I know I'm going to be comfortable here. And the third thing was they had my major. I wanted to major in political science because I plan on going to law school. That's one thing that I want to do. I know I want to be an attorney. I don't know what specifically, but I know I want to work in the Innocence Project. So I know I want to be an attorney. So I'm like, okay, well, they have my major to help me get into law school, because most people that go to law school, they major in political science. It helps you, science basically helps you have a good foundation for going into law school, which was what I was told from students that, you know, came out of law school, or people who are already in law school. That's what they were telling me. So of course, that's what I'm going to follow. They're already there. So they had my major. I was recruited to play, and I knew I was going to feel comfortable there. And also, it was away from home. Y'all did not want to stay home. Like, that was the main thing. Like, get me out of Tallahassee. Get me out of Tallahassee. Get me out. I don't want to stay here. I'm good. Like, I didn't care how far it was either. I really didn't care how far. I just knew I had to get up out of here. So, it was in Atlanta. Going to school in Atlanta, that's when I realized, I'm like, yeah, this is where I need to be at. And from then on, it's been great. Like, I don't regret it. And now that I'm actually gonna have an experience. But yes, that is basically why I went to Clark Atlanta. I love it there. They are teaching me how to find a way or make one. Best believe you come to Clark Atlanta, you gonna learn how to find a way or make one, or you're gonna do both. Next question is, what's your favorite color? Yellow. I love the color yellow. Like, y'all, I love the color yellow. I love yellow. Yellow is so bright, vibrant. It reminds me of the sun. Like, And then I feel like yellow is just my color. Like, that's my color because I am yellow. If I could be a color, I'd be yellow. Like, I think that's one color to describe me. Because I'm vibrant. I'm just y'all probably don't know. Okay, anyway. Next question is, what has the transition from high school to college been like for you? Well, to be quite honest, like, it hasn't been no big change, because let me tell you, like I said before, I came out of the IB program, so academically, it did prepare me academically, because when I got to Clark Atlanta, my first semester, and I do not advise any incoming freshmen to do this, but my first semester online, I took 7 courses. And of course, that was a bad idea, but your girl got straight A's, had a 4.0, made the dean's list. You know what I'm saying? So by then, I was like, okay, I got this academic thing. Like, I'm gonna be okay. In college, like, I'm fine. I came in with a couple of credits, so the academic transition wasn't that bad. I can say that being a student athlete in high school and being a student athlete in college, two different things. In high school, I was able to be SGA president. I was able to be in 5 different clubs and play softball and do volleyball and do basketball. I cannot do that in college. Listen, my schedule was so packed this past semester. I'm not even finna hold y'all. I struggled so bad. Like, I was struggling this past semester. Part of that was because, again, I took too many classes. I took 6 classes in the spring semester, which was a bad idea. But we didn't know if we were having a season or not. So I'm like, well, I might as well get, credits out the way. I'm already ahead. I'm taking these courses. Let me get them out the way. Turns out we was having a little mock season, and we were practicing. We had practices all basically half the day. So right after I'm getting out of class, I had to go straight to weights. Then I had to go to workouts. And then I have to eat something. And sometimes the cafe will be closed. So I just be out of luck. And then I gotta come back to the dorm and attempt to study on an empty stomach. Because listen, I do not eat until I am done with my work. Because if I eat, I'm going to sleep. I cannot eat no meal and then, I'm finna write this paper. No, I'm not. I know myself. I'm going to bed. I'm going to sleep. So a lot of the times, a lot of the work I had to do took me into the next day. And by the next day, I mean morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. And by then, like, what am I going to eat? Like, what can I really eat? So by then, I'm just going to sleep. So yeah, like, and that aspect, being a student athlete, it was definitely a big adjustment. Of course, I did adjust at the end of the semester. I'm used to, like, multitasking and doing different things at one time, but this past spring semester, I wasn't really able to do that because I really had to focus on one thing at a time. In order for me to give my 100% effort, I really had to focus on one thing at a time. So that's a lot of time going into studying, a lot of time going into doing homework, writing papers, then a lot of time going to work out, a lot of time to working on what I need to work on to improve my game. So that within itself was just a lot. It was a lot, and I had to adjust to it, and I had to figure it out. And this was our first time being on campus. Like, some of us who was able to stay on campus this past spring semester, it was an adjustment living in a dorm, having roommates, and not so much having a roommate, but adjusting to other people, so that part, as far as I want to say, like, time management, it taught me a lot. Like, now I'm good with time. because I'm adjusted to it. But coming in, I didn't know. Like, I had no idea how it was going to be like that. I still met Dean's List the second time. So yeah, I was struggling, but I was in the books. 3.87 GPA. It dropped a little bit, but we're gonna bring that back up. So yeah, that aspect. Oh, and the social aspect. High school to college, like, socially was nothing for me, because the high school that I came from, B. James S. Rickers High School, Rick High, that's predominantly black high school, and coming from there, going to Clark Atlanta, there really wasn't no big difference with the way I acted. So the next question is, what was your hardest challenges during the fall and spring semester of your first year? Ooh, child. Like I said, I think I kind of answered this question, but I'll say this again. That time management. Listen, when you first get there and you're, first of all, we're in Atlanta. We're in ATL. So there are 1,000,001 things to do every day. Doesn't matter what day it is, every day. That's number one. But that time management, trying to figure out if I need to go here, or will I have enough time to do my work, or yeah, I have enough time, I'll just do this. Procrastinating, like, I have a very bad habit of procrastinating, and let me tell you that this spring semester broke me out of that real quick. I don't even procrastinate anymore. It was really just time management and adjusting. I think that's the biggest things, because especially in the spring semester, adjusting to just being online, like, that kind of took a mental toll on me. Just waking up, getting on a laptop every day, looking at a screen, like, I'm not used to that. I'm used to being around people, being able to talk. I actually like to talk to my professors and my teachers, like, what's your favorite color? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to talk to you and build that relationship with you, because I feel like that's the best way to get the best experience out, get the best out of, first of all, we're paying for our education. So I want to say getting the best out of your education, if that makes any sense. Makes sense to me. So, but yeah, time management, procrastination, adjustments, mental health was big, because those were just two big adjustments, from being at home for like 6 months to going back, being around people, but then I'm still doing class online. So yeah, it was just a lot of adjusting that I had to do that was kind of, I don't want to say hard, but just a little difficult. How do I get involved at my school? Join clubs, start a club, meet people. Instagram, like, social media is a blessing and a curse, but for this, it's a blessing, because most of the time the clubs, I know at Clark Atlanta, a lot of the clubs have Instagram pages. They have member applications, and really look at what they are talking about, the main thing that they want to accomplish, their goals, what they do for the community, what they don't do for the community, just anything really, and find out what works best for you, but also join clubs that won't take up so much of your time that you are away from your studies. So yeah, just kind of look at and also your interests. Like, what do you like to do? Do you like to cook? Do you like to paint? Do you like community service? At Clark Atlanta, it's like so many different clubs and organizations that you can join for community service. Like, that is something I love about Clark Atlanta, because that's something I love to do. I love to do community service. Like, so those are all of the questions. I hope I answered them pretty well. I hope I was you know, hope I get y'all excited to see what else I'm going to be talking about, what else I'm going to be posting, what other content. But I enjoyed making this video. Like, I'm so excited because I have so much more in store and so much more to show y'all and talk about. So yes, this was Alexis Nicole, and thank you for watching my YouTube channel, and make sure to hit that subscribe button. Bye guys.